Hi, LaRae.
Hello.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a few questions because you'd had an experience doing an interview with a
Yes.
local company, and I thought you had great wisdom for the industrial organizational psychology students.
Yeah,
Could,
absolutely.
could you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, I'd love to share. So I recently went into a job interview, and previously my resume had lists of like different volunteer and leadership experiences I'd had outside the production world, outside of performing, even though I have been involved in dance and figure skating and acting, and I thought those things weren't relevant or really important in the business world. And while being in the industrial organizational psychology course, we had a section every Friday where we would talk about having presence, and we actually brought in someone from the acting department to help us with that. So through that experience, I actually added to my resume the experiences that I had had performing, whether it was dance or figure skating or acting or modeling or different things involving presence. I actually put those on my resume for the first time. Went into this job interview for a very business oriented company, and for half of the interview they just asked me about my productions experience. That's what was very interesting to them, because it was able to set me apart and show that I knew how to have presence and show soft skills in the business world in addition to the hard skills at the front of my resume. So I guess my advice or my wisdom would be to include those things in your resume, in your interview. Presence and acting and performing is of interest to the business world, and people want you to showcase that.
One more question, follow up with that.
Absolutely.
In the IO course, Psych 445 on Fridays, we practice some of this.
Yep.
Could you tell us how that links to your experience?
Yeah. Oh, it's been incredible. In the coursework on Fridays, what we do is we go through different acting exercises, improv activities. We practice learning how to be present and how to have the necessary soft skills to ace an interview, or to be prepared to give a presentation, or to take the stage in a meeting. Acting and developing presence and the ability to be present in the moment and to improv and to work with difficult situations that come up in business is so important to being successful in the IO psychology world.
Thank you so much, LaRae.
Yeah, not a problem.